Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me finish this real quick. Had to finish it before I forgot my train of thought. Good morning. Noodles, Johnny. The outside of Trump Towers, really? God bless Trump. I'd take that cotton ball out and start giving me an echo inside my ear. Jaw's feeling a little bit better, so is the earache. So still hurts to chew or talk or too much, but I'll power through it today. Got to go to the foot doctor today. Ain't that gonna be fun? Good morning, Junkyard. Nice to have you here. Oh, shit. I got to get Cody up. Sorry. It's 6:30. I got to get you up. You guys go today? Less time to get ready. So, anyways, good morning. Good morning. So, CNN's got something on Trump. Oh my goodness. I wonder what it is. Oh, now they think he lied to Mueller. Huh. Jesus. I don't know why don't Barr should just go in and clean house. I'm sure there's plenty of evidence on every one of them people that's in office of corruption, bribery, or whatever. Um, Mismanagement of funds, you name it. I'm sure there's plenty enough evidence on each one of them to throw them all in jail. So that's where we need to start. Throwing them in jail, and then let me be the judge, jury, and executioner. I'll take care of them all. I'll see they get a fair trial and a new rope. That's right. Everybody gets a new rope. Sandra, she commented on a picture of mine. Did you like the avatar for this? I know. Good morning, Molly. Looking lovely as ever. There shouldn't be a straight street in DC. You're right. They're all crooked. You making a video? You walking through the Secret Service? Now, I really want to see if it's the real Secret Service or not there, Noodles. So, scream death to Barack and see what happens. Because if it is a real Secret Service, they'll probably jump all over you for that. Because if you said it about Donald Trump, they probably wouldn't say two damn things about it. That's the way this new system is working anymore. Morning, Brad. Nice to see you. Looking lovely as ever, y'all. Oh. You know, when a famous singer on the day of your inauguration can stand there in front of 1 million people or whatever it is, that big crowd, and say she'd like to bomb the White House and nobody says a thing to her, I think the first thing they should have did is walked over, grabbed her off on the podium, severely beat her with a rubber hose, and then drug her into the prison and then threw her underneath the jail and made her wait for about 16 months before she went to trial. It was good knowing you, Noodles. You're right. No. That's exactly what should have happened. But no, they didn't. They didn't do a damn thing. And then all these other famous movies started saying they'd like to punch him, they'd like to hit him, they'd like to shoot him. Kathy Griffin cutting off his head and all this. And now the damn thing's been done to him. But if they'd have done that to Barack Obama or Bush or Clinton or Nixon or Ford, they'd all been thrown in jail. So that's what's wrong. There's a double standard. Just because he's not a politician, I'd hate to thunk what they'd have done if Ross Perot would have won. Would they have treated him the same way? Oh. Good morning, JC. Looking lovely as ever. Oh, nice to see you. Yeah, you make a paper gun in school and they arrest you. When I was a kid, we used to take our guns in the back of our pickups in the window. And we'd show them, at the end of the school, people would say, hey, what kind of gun you got? Nobody got shot out there in the parking lots. Nobody had rounds of ammunition in their guns. I remember kids bringing guns to school, to the wood shop, so they could make new stocks for them and stuff. Yeah, and he didn't even have ammo. That's right. So. One thing is for certain, though, in California, you can't do spit wads no more with a plastic straw. You have to do it with a paper straw. That's severely going to slow down the spit wad guns. That's right. I have to powder. I'll be right back. You ever blowed your nose so damn hard your brains fell out? I had to tuck them back in. No. Good morning, cornbread. Don't eat that cornbread. How are you doing? Good to see you. Looking lovely as ever. Ah. What were they shooting about? You can't have that flat screen TV. That's mine. That's the last one. Good morning, Allie. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. Did you do something different to your hair, dear? You gonna eat that cornbread? That's right. Good morning, Mama Rinda. Looking lovely as ever. Is your live stream over with, Mama Rinda? Because I still have it running. Okay. I'll shut that tab down then. That way you get to see. I am a good watcher because even though I'm not watching, I still give you time. You think it was personal between the three? Well, I could. I was there yesterday. I was in two places at once yesterday. Hi, JC. Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. Ah, there you go. Yes, JC. Over a dog. I wasn't there. Can't blame it on me. It's pouring there, Ellie. Well, don't get wet. Singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. Danny Kaye. I think that's who sung it. Yeah, no, she'll melt. She'll melt. The rest of us will dissolve. Well, some of us will. Huh. I know. Well, we don't. It was up 50 degrees here yesterday. Snow pretty much all melted yesterday. I got out the Christmas decorations. The daughter, Casey, she put up the Christmas tree for Kathy. I got to get the lights and stuff on it. I'll show you that when she gets it all done again. You know, she does do a beautiful Christmas tree. I got two trees got to go up. White one and a green one. I got my Santa Claus and the sleigh and the reindeer. They're all down. They're sitting in the front yard or side yard right now. I'm going to remount them on a 2x10 or maybe a 2x12, 16 footer. Probably have to use a 16 footer and a 12 footer because I have 4 deer and a Santa Claus. And he's going to be taken off. So I have to get this done before the ground gets hard because I have to pound some stakes into the ground. So looks like he's taken off. So. Bah, humbug. Oh, look, it's Tiny Tim. God bless you, each and every one of you. Merry Christmas. It's little Timmy. Bob Cratchit's kid. That's right. If you put it up, we can say, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Good morning, RV. Hopefully you're having a great day too. Have you seen them flip trees they're advertising on TV? They come in a box. They're already pre-lit. They're guaranteed for 20 years or something like that. And you put the pedestal down, you expand the tree stand, and you just go like this, and you flip it up, and when you flip it up, the tree branches all fall down into place. But they want $1,200 for it. I know, Jim. It's the point. You're welcome for the good morning. Thank you for the good morning. Oh. I keep telling my kids, don't buy me nothing. I don't want nothing. All I want is you guys to be here for Christmas dinner. Stay here for Christmas Day. Yeah, there's not too many doing it yet because you still got a month and a half almost. Well, a month and a week. Christmas trees don't really last that long. JD, a real tree would be nice. You'll be there? All right. So. Yes, it is okay to buy your own Christmas present. And then you wrap it. And what you do, though, RV, is you buy it like, this is like a 5-year program. You buy a bunch of Christmas gifts, okay, every year. And you wrap them, okay? And you don't give yourself nothing for 3 or 4 years. Then you throw all these Christmas presents underneath the tree. And in that way, it's a surprise because you have no idea what is in that box because you forgot. Surprise! Yeah, just pick out one going down the road. That's right. I don't care about the gifts, Just I just want the family to be here, everybody to have a good time. We buy for all the grandkids, and so. And that's the thing, A lot of people say, "Oh, don't get me nothing." Well, then get them something they can use. That's right. Yeah, there you go, RV. It's Christmas every day. No. There you go. Yeah. A piece, or you make them split it, junkyard. Told my kids to get year supply toilet paper. That's right. There you go. I wish my kids would give me a year's supply of toilet paper. That way I wouldn't have to buy for 3 years. I wouldn't have to buy toilet paper for 3 years, as Gary would say. Yeah, he got run over by a drone. Walking home from my house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. It's just them incriminating claws marks on her backs. Kiss my Bess. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. I am going to do. That's pretty cool, Linda. I'm gonna set my video camera out there. You shaved, all right. No, you don't have to tell us what parts you shaved. Oh. I'll put my video camera out there when I'm working on the Christmas or on the Santa and stuff. I have the Santa is in a sleigh, and it's probably 2.5, 3 feet long, and probably that again high. Then I got 4 of them wired framed deer, and I had them all hooked up to lights. So I don't know if the lights work. I haven't been able. This has not been out in 5 years since I got sick. I couldn't get anybody to get it out for me. So yesterday it was warm and it was in the attic and I was up there. So I had to walk across the roof and I got it out. Me and my daughter. And then I went back upstairs and waited for my son to come across the street. And when he did, I started sliding it over the top of the roof and I slid it down to him because it's going to be out in the yard this year. Good morning, Vampira. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. Good to see you. Making wheat. I'm feeling somewhat better. Jaw's still sore, ears still sore, but it's not as bad as it was yesterday or the day before or the night before. I was okay Sunday morning about 1:30 in the afternoon. It just started hurting and I couldn't talk. I couldn't move my jaw. So I was going to have to eat my meal through a straw. I'm just glad I don't live in California. I'd have been screwed. I'd starved to death. I appreciate that. Hopefully you're getting better and better every day. I appreciate the get well. Mama, she should be home here in a few minutes. She's having bacon and eggs and probably toast for breakfast. I'm glad you're starting to feel somewhat better. I'm going to Salvation Army today. Then I got to come home. I've got my last load of laundry in the dryer right now. When I get back, I will hit the dryer for a few more minutes, warm it back up. Fold all them clothes and get them taken care of or put them up in baskets because I don't know whose they are for right now. So I'm not going to take any into the bedroom while Kathy's sleeping. And then take me a shower and get ready to, I got to drive 40 miles to the doctor. It could have been. You very well could have been there, Ron. I have no idea. No. I said yesterday I was going to make country fried pork loin, and I didn't. I got some oil in the frying pan, and I use seasoning salt and pepper and garlic powder, and I seasoned pork loins on both sides. I put them in a hot pan with oil in it, and I seared both sides. Then I put them in a pan, baking, foil baking pan, and then in that frying pan I threw mushrooms, onions, and a can of cream of mushroom soup in there, and I stirred that all in, got it, cooking, and then I threw in 2 jars of uh, I can't even remember who it is, but it's a name brand gravy, pork gravy. Threw 2 jars of that in there and cooked that all together. Then poured it on top of the pork loins and put them in the oven for 2 hours at 300. I'm telling you, you pull them. You had to pull them out with a spatula, and you could put them on your plate and go like this with a fork, and they just fell apart. Kathy said, "Man, they were delicious." Then I peeled some potatoes, mashed potatoes. That's right. Okay, now stick your finger in there. Could you angle that phone just a little? Put the phone in there. I said, turn the light on first and put the phone in there. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, make sure you turn the light on first, so they can see in there. If it's your tablet. Well, there's some people that can probably put a tablet up there. I mean, if you've ever watched any of these adult film stars, I don't know how they ever did that, but where the hell did that watermelon go? I get all sorts of stuff sent to me from people that's not even on YouTube. Trust me. I think I've almost seen it all. Yeah, if it fits, that's right. That's right. It explains the old goat look. That's right. No. Good morning, beautiful. Yeah, I know. Kiss my bass. We think you've seen it all. Here it comes again. Yeah. Brad says, good morning, Kathy. She said, good morning. Arizona, good morning. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. Uh, Molly says, good morning. I'm doing good there, Arizona. My earache's starting to go away. I'm still got a little bit of soreness there in the jaw and the ear, but I'm doing better. I had to pull the cotton ball out this morning because it's starting to echo in my ear. Junk says good morning. Morning. She's going to have crispy eggs, bacon, and toast for breakfast. Yeah, I had an earache. I don't know if it's actually an earache or what, but it gets to the point where I can't even move my jaw. It hurts so bad. And I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if it's an earache or if I'm getting arthritis in my jawbone. Now, because this has happened to me twice. Um, Once on the other ear last week, and then this other year, this week. I know I'm going to have to start cooking here in a second. So, uh, yeah, that's Kathy putting me on. All right. All right, Brenda, I sent it. Kathy, yeah, it was Kathy with cast iron. Okay. Now, as soon as you come up, I'll go cook her breakfast. There
Good
you
morning.
go. Good morning. All right, I'm going to go cook her breakfast. I'll be back.
You can't take us with you? I want to see. Or do a video on how you make your crispy eggs. I have to make a crispy egg later today for lunch. Do a video. Can't hear you. You're muted, right? Okay.
All right, I will. I will.
You were talking. Good morning, everyone. Let me turn the chat on. I'm only going to stay up here while he's cooking. Oh, good. I can see you now, Ron. It's Charlie time. Okay, Cornbread. Have a great day. Yeah, going to show me how to do his crispy eggs because he says I'm doing them wrong. Michael, say good morning.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, what? Say good morning. What does that mean?
It's definitely one of those.
One of those mornings? It's pouring out. Say good morning because we're on Dog's live stream.
Good morning.
We're not on my live streams. We can't say bad words, okay? It's a family-friendly channel.
Family-friendly?
I
don't know. Some families are pretty friendly to swearing in their households.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. That's why I have to warn you. No, it's not Tom, Brad. It's Michael. Tom's still sleeping. Today's his day off. We can't wake him up. He specifically said last night, make sure your alarm is off. I was like, okay. And then I forgot to shut my alarm off, but I woke up at 4 and I was like, oh, I better shut my alarm off.
Yeah.
No, it's just me and Michael. We're having a cigarette and having some coffee.
I used to do that stuff to me all the time. I think she did it on purpose. It's like I'd work at like 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning.
She'd shut your alarm off?
No, it was when she stayed with me and she wasn't working at the time. So like she could get up whenever she wanted and she'd choose to set an alarm for like 5, 6 in the morning. And I didn't have to be up until like 8.
Oh, God, I'd kill her. Is Emily awake?
Yeah.
Hey, Kiss My Bass. How you doing? Thanks for taking over. Hey, it's what I do. It's what I do best, right, Michael?
Oh,
I take over. I'm the boss. I'm the boss lady. Well, in this house, anyways. I went to Dog's house. Kathy was the boss lady there. We all know that. I love that channel name, Kiss My Bass. I was just talking to Michael about that before I came on here. Some of the names are pretty creative on YouTube. Like I saw one yesterday that was the letters A, Q, and T. And say that really fast. A cutie. It was cute. Huh, a cutie. It's cute. You fish a lot? No way. I say it ain't so. I didn't think that. I don't think I support your channel, but I will when I get off of here, I will go find out. And if I don't, I will fix that. Look at my fun pants, Michael. You like them? Mm-hmm. They have all kinds of words on them. Beauty, love, kiss. That little mascara thing, girls, blah blah. Oh my god, they match my blah 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 sweatshirt.
Yeah, wear your blah blah blah.
Oh my god. Love, look. Blind for love. We fall in love. We fall in love. That's all it says over and over again. I was gonna write you this love letter. This nail polish. P.S. I love you. Pretty. Oh my god, it says more than I thought it did. Stay strong. It's got diamonds on it. Here, I'll show you guys this pair. Bye, Brad. I'll show you the pants. Hold on. Oh, it's too dark in here, but you get the gist. It says a bunch of stuff. See there? It says kiss. Slay all day. I got these at Walmart yesterday. They were on clearance for $3. I thought they were cute, but look right here. Where is it? Right there. It says blah, 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 just like my sweatshirt I always wear. I think that sweatshirt is the most worn sweatshirt in all of my videos. What's everybody doing today? Talk to me. Nobody's talking to me. Giving me a complex. It's going to rain today. I don't know about tomorrow. I forget what it said about tomorrow, but Thursday and Friday is supposed to be nice, but Friday afternoon it's going to rain. It's going to be 50 degrees Friday. Oh, God, I love coffee. There you go, Mickey. All right. Did everyone just stop chatting or did my chat freeze? I had some toast for breakfast. I'm not making a big breakfast today. I'm actually out of sausage and bacon. And I went to the grocery store yesterday and I totally forgot to get some. After today, I'm going to be throwing away all the muffins. Nobody eats them. I could freeze them, I guess, huh? But I made yummy spaghetti meatballs. That was good, huh, Michael? Mm-hmm. Did you like my meatballs? They were little mini ones, but they were good. I didn't have like tons of hamburgers, so I thought if I made mini ones, it would stretch further. Yeah. Emily liked them. She had a big sandwich. She had a sandwich bigger than her head. Did you see that? She used half a loaf of Italian bread. Made a meatball sandwich out of it. I'm going to have that for lunch today, probably dinner too. I can make a meatball sandwich for lunch and have spaghetti for dinner. Okay, hello. Is this thing working? Somebody say something so I know it's actually working. Put an emoji in something. Come up to talk to you guys while he's cooking. Nobody's talking to me. I'm going to have to go away now. He's going to be done any minute. I'm sure.
Wow.
Michael, if you guys want to do laundry today, that would be good because she's got her laundry just sitting there in the front room there. And I'll do mine after. If you're going to be here all day, though, so you can swap it. Because I'm not doing their laundry. Okay, so this isn't working or something's going on. So I guess I'll leave because I'll just mute myself. How's that? And when everyone starts talking, then I will respond. But I have nothing to say if nobody's talking to me. Hi, Molly. See, I can't stay on long anyway because something is wrong with my charger. I need to get a new charger. It's just not. The little metal thing that plugs into your phone got bent. And so I have to like wiggle it and stuff to get it to actually connect. And usually when I wake up in the morning, my phone's on 100 because I charge it all night long. But it must have come out because when I woke up, my phone was at like 27. Now it's at 15, so I'm not going to be able to stay on. StreamYard sucks the battery up quickly. If I just stay in the chat, my battery will actually charge. But if I'm up here, it won't last forever, even if I'm plugged in. So I have to hold my phone a certain way. That's why I don't even want to do the camera because I can't walk around. I just have to sit still. And you know I can't sit still. It drives me crazy to sit still. So I'm going to stay home and clean my house today. I'm going to supervise the teenagers doing their laundry. Then I'm going to try to get mine done if they don't have too much. I think I'm going to put up my little Christmas trees. I'm going to start with my mini ones. I have 3 Christmas trees now, and then I want to get a big one, a real one. But I only want a real one for this year. I want to get a fake one next year, but the best time to buy the fake trees is after Christmas. You can get good prices on them. I don't want a huge one I don't want a regular size Christmas tree. I want it to be like a 5 foot or a 4 foot because my ceiling is very low where I want to put the tree, right in front of the window. Oh, the chat is on. You had the charger explode on you once. Your charger. Ugh. You bought yours a month ago, JC. Well, Tom says it's too early to put up the tree, but Allie had a really good point in my live stream that Thanksgiving is late this year. So it's actually not too early because in his family, the tree goes up the day after Thanksgiving and it comes down on New Year's. Well, no, I want it up now. I want Christmas. I'm slowly putting little decorations up. So I'm just going to start with the mini trees. I can't put one up now if I wanted to, because like I said, I drove around yesterday and I drove by the usual spots where they sell it, because I want to get it from a place that could use the money, like the American Legion or something, but nobody has trees out yet. Even like the nurseries didn't have trees out yet. What is happening? I did not check at Walmart or any of those places that sell real trees. Usually they have them like out front on the sidewalk, but I didn't see them. But I didn't go into the Christmas section because I was trying not to spend a lot of money. That dog's back.
Dog's back.
Yeah, you didn't miss a thing.
I know, I heard you.
Me and Michael having coffee. Yes, Thanksgiving is on my mother's birthday.
6.5 feet, $40. That's a pretty good deal at Walmart for a white one. I've got a white one, but it's not a pre-lit. I bought it for $15 at a yard sale, and I thought that was a good price. And then before I walked out of there, the guy said, "You know what?" I said, "What?" He said, "Here," and he gave me back 5. He said, "You can have it for 10." Oh, that was pretty good. So I got it for $10. And then the next day, I drove by that yard sale, and there was a bunch of stuff sitting out there. And I wheeled into the. It was sitting out at the curb, and I wheeled out there, and I said, "Are you throwing this stuff away?" He said, "Whatever you want, you can take." And I got a couple of folding tables and some Christmas decorations and everything else. So,
I have a white tree. It cost me $1. I
Yeah.
get the white mini tree from Dollar Tree.
yeah.
Good morning, Emily.
Good morning,
Did you get all that
Emily.
stuff off your hands? Pretty good. Dog said good morning.
I was at an auction this summer, and I bought a bunch of Christmas decorations for like $2. And in that box of Christmas totes, it was like 5 totes. In one of them totes was a box with a small Christmas tree in it. And this Christmas tree had 1 or 2 branches on it, and it just looked horrible. There was a button. You pushed the button, and it started playing Charlie Brown. Dun, 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 dun. So,
is that how the Charlie Brown song goes? Da, 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 da.
It's the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. So Kathy's going to go to Myers, and she's going to look for miniature Charlie Brown ornaments.
Oh.
So
that is, put 1 red bulb on the Christmas tree.
Yeah, that is just the cutest little Christmas tree I've ever seen. Really. Kiss my bass. Hello.
Hello again.
Hello. How are you?
Is it me you're looking for? Oh, look at Emily. These pants say blah, blah, blah. They match my sweatshirt. I got these new pants. I got it at Walmart for $3 on clearance for dog.
Yeah.
And they have words all over them and stuff.
Yeah.
And you know my blah, blah, blah sweatshirt. Look. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And my sweatshirt's black and white.
We were at Walmart, and Kathy bought a pair of pajama pants, too. Well, they're coffee, ain't they, Kath? Your pajama pants you just bought. They got all sorts of coffee stains on them.
Yeah. I got Emily a mustard yellow. That's her favorite color. I got her a little fuzzy like sweatshirt, $3 on clearance, and then I got myself a black sweatshirt with a skull on the front of it. I bought it oversized, so it's like something I can wear just around the house to be comfortable.
Huh.
Actually, I might wear it today.
Do you want one of them Christmas trees there, Junkyard, or do you want to build one of them Christmas trees? And put a little combo on top. There you go.
I have a friend that does her tree is beer. It's all filled. She makes ornaments out of beer caps and stuff, and beer cans. It's all different kinds of beer on her tree.
That's because she's too cheap to buy ornaments.
It's cute. No, it's really cute.
Yeah, that's right. Drink it while you're building it.
Hey, sometimes it's more expensive to make the ornaments than it is to buy them. You can get ornaments at Dollar Tree all day long. Christmas tree shop. That's where I got some good ornaments.
Gold Rush, how are you doing? Nice to have you here.
Hi, Red Man.
Did you get any nuggets yet?
Hi, Doug. I have to go down the chat because my charger isn't working correctly and my phone is.
All right.
Nice just sucked up my battery.
I'll be here.
I just wanted to cook you breakfast.
Yeah. I actually I had to throw away an egg because when I cracked it, the piece of shell fell in there, and before I could get it.
Oh, he just froze. What happened? Dog, you froze.
Into the no, there I am.
Oh, there you go. There you are. I'm like, oh my God, we're never gonna know the end of the egg story.
I had a piece of shell fall into the egg, and it fried before I could get it out of there, so I threw it away.
Yeah, that's the worst when you take a bite of your egg and there's a shell in there. Ugh.
Yeah.
Give me the skeebies.
I'll be
I'll be downstairs. I'll see you down there.
All right, I'll be like Frank Burns on MASH when he got the Purple Heart for a shell fragment. He was cracking his hard-boiled egg and a piece of shell hit him in the eye. That was an injury. It was a shell fragment. Just silver. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. Yippee! Nothing. Remember that? The shell problem is real. That's right. Some of them eggs you go to crack, hell, that feels like the shell is made out of concrete, man. That's, hey, as long as you can find silver and platinum, they're both good metals, ain't they? If you can make a living on it. I live in Michigan. We got a lot of copper here. Or we had a lot of copper. Somebody come in and stole it all, but we had a lot of copper at one time. Yeah, I know. You can't? Well, they keep advertising on TV. You should buy silver. It's because it's going to go up to $42 an ounce. If it just hits the all-time high of $42 an ounce. Yeah. All right, watch out. Yeah, $42 an ounce. Buy it now. So, what is it now? $13.75 or $14.50, something like that. $16 an ounce. Yeah, you make some profit. That's the reason why they're trying to get everybody to buy it, so the price will go up. So, what they're hoping for is when they keep advertising, they get 1 million people buy, $20,000 a piece. So that'd be $20 million worth of silver. Oh, $20 an ounce. Okay, even at $20 an ounce. So if they buy $20 million worth of silver, that'll be a silver rush, and the price will go up because the availability. I see gold's went up. Yeah, then you get a rock. Oh, then you get rich, yeah. Yeah, leverage buy-in, that's what it is, Junkyard. That's what they're trying to do. That's why all these banks and billionaires are buying silver. Well, if they were buying silver, according to all these advertisements, they're buying it by the ton. Silver would be all gone by now. So, oh yeah, there's gold in Alaska. Wait, yep, no, to Alaska. Yep, no. North to Alaska, the rush is on. I love gold too, but I love my honey better. That right, sweetheart? Now you see? Yeah. Well, they may have gotten the oil, but everybody gets a cut of that oil. What do they get? 5, 7, or $10,000 a year or whatever for being a Alaskan resident up there. Oil, was it oil? I can't remember, whatever it is, but I thought it was like $5,000 or $7,000 up there. I can look real quick. Ah, some are saying 2,000, some are saying 3,000. Um, we have uh, we have oil wells for the city, and they are pumping out oil. They're making money, and we've been trying to get the city to pass a bill stating that the property owners, the taxpayers, not everybody that lives in the city, the taxpayers, the ones that pay city property tax, because basically they are the ones funding the city expenditures. We're trying to get them to make a bill in the city so we will get some of that gas royalties back. Because the city's making money hand over. We got all brand new equipment. They built a brand new jail. They built a brand new city hall, or reconditioned a brand new city or an old bank into a city hall. They reconditioned an old building into a new police station. They made a new sheriff department here. We've spent more money hand over fist, but they won't put no money on. They got all brand new equipment. Every truck out here is brand new. Every police car is brand new, but they won't spend any money on upgrades, road upgrades, sewer upgrades, anything like that. Water line upgrades. Who owns the land? Good morning, Lucky Seven. The indigenous? Okay. I'm not following where you're going with that, but All right, there ain't no reservations. Okay. Well, if you could own a little piece of the Rockies, you'd be in heaven. We're all being brainwashed, Grizz. That's what I don't understand. Why would somebody sell a piece of property and then give away the mineral rights? You know, or why would somebody buy a piece of property and not get the mineral rights? Yeah. Okay. Well, tell us. There's nobody in the bathroom right now, so I'll have to run there. But are you talking about a royalty from the government? Because that's not that hard to find out. Can look that up. Um, well, I see they got $960 million from Richard Nixon, but I don't see where they got anything else. Oh, I understand that there, Chris. Right. Um, but I'm just saying, you know, why would anybody buy a piece of property without mineral rights? Because you don't know what's underneath your ground. Like that guy, I don't know, the guy that owns, I can't even remember his name, but there's an aquifer under part of his property, and it goes clear from like Wyoming down to Texas or whatever. And he tried to claim that that entire aquifer was his, and he tried to claim rights to it, and he tried, you know, sue everybody for trying to drill it to get water out of it. I think he owns Nestle or something like that, or I can't remember who the hell the guy was. This is 3 or 4 years ago, or 5 years ago, or something like that. We're talking about how stunningly good looking I am there, Grizz. Hell, we all know that. All right. I sent it. That's right. If the government wants it, you're not going to get it anyways. So. Did you want to link to, Grizz? I have no idea what the Black Snake Prophecy is. Good morning. All right. I'll send you a link, and then whenever you want, just come on up.
Yo, dude. I have to say there, Grisha,
Yeah.
you got the prettiest lips I ever seen.
Sure got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, boy. What's going on? What are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about? This property and everybody's rich and got millions of dollars and all kinds of stuff?
What's that?
You guys talking about how rich everybody is on here?
Yeah. No, we're talking about how the Alaskan residents get an oil reserve check or whatever.
Hey, Junkyard, go wash your mouth out with soap, man. No, that has got to be the ugliest thing I have ever seen. That electric Mustang, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's an SUV, 4-wheel drive.
What were they thinking of when they made that thing and called it a Mustang?
It's only $42,000, so I'm sure people are going to buy that car.
Oh no, I'm sure somebody out there likes it, but I'm going to Mopar. I'm going to buy me some mostly old parts and rust cars.
There you go.
So minerals on your property. How does that work, dog? Because I got 40 acres up in the UP. Maybe that's got some minerals on it.
Well, first of all, if you got anybody that wants to drill wells on it, oil wells, you can have it tested, and you can get a royalty. I don't know, whatever they get, but here we got oil wells around town that the city owns the property. So the city owns the property, which means the property taxpayers own the property.
Okay.
But we don't get any refund for it. The city takes all the money. Like I said, we got all brand new trucks around. We got brand new fire trucks, ambulances, city dump trucks, city cars, city police cars, pickups, you name it. Everything we got is less than 2 years old.
Does the city own it, or is there people that work for the city that owns it? Like, your mayor and stuff like that?
No, this is all city. This is all property that was bought with city money, okay, which the property taxpayers pay the city's expenditures.
Right.
Okay, so we've been trying to get the city to put up a bill, to put it up for a vote, that the property taxpayers ought to get, a dividend from the oil.
Either that or a good tax break.
Yeah.
Something.
They don't want to do that. They want to spend the money. And I tell you what, we had a woman here about 50, 60 years ago that lived here. And when she died, she put like $5 million into a trust back then for the city to build parks. That's the only thing they can use the money for, is to build parks. So how many parks are we going to have in this city? They have to build parks and maintain parks. They can't use the money for anything else.
And she died how long ago?
About 50 or 60 years ago.
So where's the money at today?
The money's still in the bank, and they're using it to upgrade the parks and stuff like that. But when you put $5 or $6 million in the bank 60 years ago,
well, that's $100 million today.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm just speculating, but I'm saying that's got to be 5 times what it was 50, 60 years ago.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and we have a parks and forestry division here, and that's what's funded by this. They are paid off in that fund, and it's not even a drop in a bucket. But there's not enough city property to build another park. They have built walkways, they've built trail paths and everything else with this money, and they upkeep it all, and it still isn't keeping up with the money.
Well, do they ever let you guys know how much money's in that account? I mean, do they keep an update on, we got such and such amount of money in park funds, and we can do this and we can do that, and let's put a vote on this? Well,
yeah, they do that, but they can't even touch it. They can't use it for any other reason than parks. So they can't use it to buy equipment to work on the parks with. They can only use it for upgrades for the park. So the city ends up buying all the equipment, the mowers and the trucks and everything else like that to keep the parks up. And then they pay the employees for that. But the grounds and parks stuff is on it, so that's all paid for.
Yeah, that's kind of funny though. I mean, that money's been put in there. It ain't been spent. There's no way they could have spent that money.
No, but they can't touch it either. So it just accumulates interest, and they use it. I think they're just barely using the interest every year.
So they just use the dividends off the money. Yeah. And they're not using it for the parks; they're using it for something else.
Right. So
is it being used at all, or is it just building up into reserve bank account to maybe like shore up retirement plans and etc.?
They can't use it for that. The only thing they can use it for is just for parks and recreations. They can't use it for nothing else, and they can only use it for upkeep and to build or maintain.
I agree with JC. I think these prisoners and stuff that's sitting in prison doing nothing, and we're paying for their keep, I think they should be out on the roads, helping to fix the roads, the parks, everything else, man.
Working on the chain gang.
Hey, they had that back years ago. It worked out great, didn't it?
That's right. I believe
every now and then you got to pop somebody.
Yeah, I agree. It bread and water and chain gang thing.
They were doing that, but you know who put a stop to that?
Who?
The unions.
The unions did?
Yep.
Why? Because they wanted to
hear because they started putting them. It was fine and dandy putting them on out there doing contract work for inmates doing contract work for private deal, not competing with the unions. And all of a sudden they started coming on in and start doing a union job, competing with the unions.
Well, I think
that's when the union stepped on in higher lawsuits and says, "Hey, this is unfair competition."
Well, I think the unions need to put them out there and get the unions to pay them to do the roads.
Yeah.
I think put the prisoners out, put those guys to work for something. You know what I mean? We're paying their way.
We're talking about all the illegal aliens and stuff doing jobs that nobody will do. But we have a prison here, down here in this town. Okay. We have a temporary prison and a permanent prison. The temporary was only supposed to house people until the prison got built. Then once it was built, they were going to dismantle it. Well, somehow it never got dismantled, and it is full. So we got prisoners up the ass over here, And I don't understand if they're low-level, non-threatening, non-violent prisoners, why they can't go out and work. You know, like these farmers. These farmers that got all these fields that need, picked during the summer and hose, the fields hosed and shit. Why can't these guys go out and work? The farmer can pay, the wages because they only get like 69 cents an hour. So he pays their wages and then pays for the security guards and everything else, and he's still going to be a couple of $100 an hour cheaper.
Junkyard said, toss your ass off the windows, give them something to do.
That's right.
The issue isn't that they can't find people to do the jobs. The issue is about doing the jobs. You can find somebody to shovel shit out of the basement of an outhouse. No problem. There's people that will do it. The question is the pay.
Right. Right.
And the way laws are restricted, people ain't going to do those jobs. Free it up. Make it all free competition. I believe in the right to work in states. I do strongly believe in the right to work states. And if you make every state a right to work state and you take away from welfare, you're going to have people at whatever price down in the barrel shoveling the shit.
Well, thanks, Gold Rush. Hold on, man. Go ahead and talk. I was trying to think of what I was going to say, and I lost my concentration.
Called old age.
Yeah, it's called old age.
Yeah. But I mean, the thing about it is that you got these prisoners in here, and Michigan's full of prisons. They got prisons from up in the Upper Peninsula to dog. You know what I mean? They got prisons all over the place in Michigan, and these people are just sitting there and they're just eating and getting fat. I knew guys that was homeless. They would go rip something off at a store and get caught purposely because they could spend the winter in jail.
They do that here. The homeless, they will go shoplifting and they'll get arrested. Well, then they get let out. So what they'll do again is they'll go shoplifting again, and then they'll get arrested. So now they got 2 counts, and then they get let back out again before they go to court. Well, then they'll go out and they'll do an assault and battery, or they'll do another shoplifting. And now that's 3 counts before they went back to court. Now the judge will say, we're not letting you out. You're going to sit here until it's court time. And then they'll get 90 or 120 days, which gets them through the winter.
Right.
Well, actually, a lot of these inmates that you're talking about, they do have jobs. I mean, they're making prison blue jeans. They are working in the factories and working a lot of them.
Are they still making license plates?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, this one don't give me license plates.
I know the Dandy sells here in our town here sells. I don't remember what brand it is, but they're all the blue jeans there are all made out of by 100% inmates.
Yeah, and they pay the guys about 69 cents an hour.
Now I do want to say this about that. I want you to think about this very strongly about it, though. Yeah, we're talking about buying blue jeans, but you know what? What about factories that have closed down because they couldn't get the workers that were outsourcing everything on out over to China, wherever? Yeah. What about outsourcing your job to prisoners? Now, other jobs have been outsourced for other reasons, not always just the prisoners, but other reasons. But when you start putting prisoners to work, are you outsourcing a job that could have and would have gone to somebody else? Now, they did that here, and that's why the unions here fought against it. It was because of the outsourcing jobs that these people weren't really truly qualified for doing.
Well, this is the thing. Here in Michigan, our roads are horrible, okay? Are very, very bad. They want to charge us another 45 cents gas tax on our fuel to have the roads fixed. And we've been taxed to death on this. You can ask Dog.
Yeah.
Right? We've been taxed to death on this. So what is the problem with getting these companies that's going to redo these roads and have people out there shoveling the rocks so they can pave the roads? You know what I'm saying? I don't see no problem with that in myself. They're not taking anybody because there's people still getting jobs, but they're going to be able to get out there and they got to earn their way through prison instead of us taking care of them.
We built a highway. We built a highway from Lebanon, Oregon to Corvallis, Oregon. It's a 4-lane highway. Goes all the way through there. It was built about 20 years ago. The cost of that highway was over $200 per square foot. Per square foot to build that highway, okay?
But how much
they built that house for $200 per square foot, and all you're talking about is rock and pavement, 4 feet of rock and pavement, $200 for every 1 foot square feet of that highway. You can build a house at that time for $80 a square foot.
Right.
Now that's my point. In every single state is the cost that the unions and the state unions that are maintaining the roads, they're running those prices up so high that it's completely ridiculous. They don't need to take any more taxpayer money. They need to start reworking the money that they're already getting and use it in appropriate amounts, in appropriate way.
That's not even an argument. They should all be put in a proper way. I mean, we got these union presidents and stuff right now that's getting nailed for all the money stolen. You know what I'm saying? And that's all over. But the thing of it is that we have people sitting in prison right now that's willing and able to work and it's not doing nothing, and yet we're paying the taxes for them. So I'm paying the taxes on gas. I'm paying the taxes for them to stay in prison to keep them up. Why not have them out on the road?
That's right. And we shouldn't have to pay them wages because we're already paying them room and board at $45,000 a year to sit there.
Yeah.
Is that how much it costs per prisoner?
Per prisoner, yes.
Per prisoner, yeah.
Wow.
But on the same token, they say that it costs even more for what the prisoner makes. So if they have to run guard duty. So of course, I think it's like what Mark is saying. It's the ones that could be released on their own recognizance for the daytime work. Right. They don't need a guard. And I've heard of that. There are states up in Alaska when I lived up there. My cousin had an auto body shop, and he had 2 people that were working from him. That the security, the police department or whatever, they would deliver them to work and leave them there, and then they come back pick them up in the evenings.
You want to know what's really funny? They had the work release program here for the jail, and these people doing community service, like 40 hours or something, they have to do on weekends or whatever because of fines or something. And so they have to go to jail 6 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. The jail, the sheriff picks them up there at the jail, and they take them to wherever they got to go work, and then they pick them up. They take them, give them a lunch and everything. Well, one guy decided, he was working down on the ditches, cleaning them out, and he got a little hot one day, so he decided to walk into a store, and he bought a beer. And he drank a beer, and when they picked him up, he smelled like alcohol, so they gave him a breathalyzer, and then they took him right from there to jail because he violated his probation. That was fun.
Well, we're looking at Gold Rush right here. Gold Rush is saying, the question is, are your elected officials doing their effing jobs? You know what? Yeah, they're doing their jobs, but they're doing it for them, not for us.
You're right.
Right.
You're absolutely right. There isn't an elected official out there doing a job for us anymore.
No.
Well, except for the one that's in the White House. He doesn't get anything for it, so everybody else is doing it for their own good.
I'll be honest with you. I think Trump would be a good president if he just keep his damn mouth shut.
You're right.
I mean, the guy he goes on. It's like he's searching for something to say, and everything wrong keeps coming out.
Hey, that reminds me. I want to ask because I really don't know this answer. So this is a really honest to God answer, and I think Keith might know the answer to it. Okay, you know who this Roger Stone is?
Yes.
That just got convicted.
Right.
What I read, and I haven't kept up. I wasn't even aware of it until his conviction, but he was convicted on 7 accounts, and the only thing that I could find out on the article is that he was friends with Trump, and they had something to do with Russia stuff. So my question is, what is that kind of insinuating that he's guilty of of going at with Russia like the accusations were that he was trying to?
Roger Stone was a campaign manager before the other one, the one that the young kid. So Roger's right at the very beginning. This is months and months and months before the meeting with the Russian lawyer. He was fired or let go. equitable terms or whatever. And so he wasn't even in the Trump campaign when it happened. But see, Roger Stone had been doing some stuff with the Russians for lobbyists, and that's where they got him. So,
but it had nothing to do with election stuff.
No, he wasn't working for the Trump campaign at the time. He got let go months before.
Well, whether he was or not, I mean, that's still a kind of a tie-in. I mean,
it could be on shirt tail.
It's a circumstantial evidence type of deal. I mean, but my question is was he really guilty of collusion of altering the bill?
I really don't know or not, but I just think it's funny that the Hillary campaign paid for the investigation and all this other stuff, but nobody's investigating the Hillary campaign for that. So,
because he's not in the limelight right now. Trump's in the limelight. That's what that's all about.
Well, I tell you what, I'm honestly in favor. I'm honestly in favor of the investigation into Trump to find out if he's guilty or innocent. I don't believe that he's guilty personally. Okay,
right.
But I'm all in favor of the investigation of it. I'm not in favor of the way that Schiff is doing it. I think it should be public. But I am in favor of the process of it. And in the process of finding out about the Bidens, and there's so much more to find out too, that should come out in the total investigations.
I think they need to investigate everything from 10 years ago till now.
JC, the First Lady, she is an ambassador for the United States. She does a lot of stuff. She goes to these children's hospitals, and she goes to these benefits for the disabled and all this other stuff. People think, she's just another pretty face. Let me tell you something. Melania Trump is very smart. She knows like 5 different languages, and she can speak them very fluently. And her son, Barron, Trump's son, he's working on his 7th language. So those guys aren't no slouches. They're all pretty smart.
They're all very smart. That's why they're where they're at today. But some of them need to keep their damn mouth shut.
Now, I understand that Trump's not eloquent with his speaking. He's a billionaire with a common folk attitude, So
Trump's a wannabe cowboy. That's what it is.
Hey, Gene.
Really
I want to answer Gene's question. He says, if the Russians were able to fix elections, then why did we get stuck with Obama and Bush for president? Well, the reason why we got stuck with Bush for president because of the Russians. It's the alternative was having Al Gore. Yeah. And even the Russians knew that he was too stupid that he would even fuck things up for them.
Al Gore was, yeah.
Now, isn't it funny? Now, wait a minute. Isn't it funny that Al Gore, and President Trump, both elections were in the same county in Florida that tried to decide the country's fate. Same county. Remember when Al Gore and President Bush? Yep. Same county, same woman running the elections. Isn't that something? She finally resigned. But, I think and there was enough votes in that county that could have swayed, the vote. What was it? There was a county that just had a vote a couple of last month, I guess it was, or something like that. And there was like 117,000 registered voters, and there's only like 105,000 people that live in the county.
Oh, it happens all over the United States.
Yeah.
It happens all over the United States. You don't think this stuff's rigged? Oh, man.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. My grandpa would be upset if he knew he voted for Barack Obama.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. You talk to a lot of people, they'll tell you that everything that's happening right now is what Obama did. Obama never did nothing.
Yeah, he didn't do shit.
Obama never did nothing.
What really upset me is when he bowed to the king of Saudi Arabia or the prince of Saudi Arabia. As a president of the United States, you bow to no one. And if you guys ever watched Superman, he told you that.
There you go.
Nobody, but I will bow for my country to save them. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, if Trump doesn't win the election, that next elections, we're going to be begging to have Obama back.
Oh yeah, because they'll try to do socialism something fierce. You know,
Yeah.
everybody thought, well, it's okay, you know. And then when we're $90 trillion in debt, well, what's going on?
Yeah, the ones that are running makes Obama. They make Obama look like a conservative.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, I don't think that the Democrat has got anybody that can beat Trump.
I don't either,
but hey, with so many people running, who knows what'll happen, right?
You're right. Well, then they got the butt plug, Buttigieg. You know, they got him running. Oh, they claim he's at 25%. You know.
Well, I want to tell you. Hang on a second. Now, see, Goldrush right here. He's on to something. I think it's a he, right?
Right.
The red man. So I'm guessing it's a he. Obama sold out to China straight up, and then sold out all the uranium to Russia. And that's true. Now, listen. China wanted to come in here. They wanted to do our mines, the coal mines. They wanted the coal mines, and they wanted to farm our lands. And that's why they wanted us, the Democrats, to get rid of our guns. Because China knew if they come in here and tried that crap, it'd be a war right here on the ground.
You're right.
Well, first of all, I want to say that it wasn't Obama that sold us out to China. It was Nixon, Reagan, the Clintons. All of them sold us out to China, every step of the way, beginning with Reagan.
But China wanted to come over here so bad, and they said, "Get rid of the guns, we'll come over there." And no, American.
Well, you know, the last real honest president we ever had was John F. Kennedy, and he got killed for it. So, you know, and I do believe in my heart Johnson's the one that had it done. So.
And hey, man, this stuff happens. It does.
Yeah. Well, I think Johnson had it done because of Halliburton, because of the war machine in the war. Kennedy wanted to pull out of the Vietnam War because he knew it was pointless. We weren't going to win. You know, there was no reason for us to be there.
Matter of fact, that when he was supposed to be a war, that was just supposed to be policed, and that was it. Next thing, it turned into a big old brawl. We got over here, got our asses handed to us.
And they still haven't classified the Korean War as a Korean war. It was a Korean conflict.
Yep, there you go.
So, and there's a lot of people that lost benefits because of that.
But when do you have a president have a set of balls and change the policy? Thank you, Trump. And Trump did. But if he just keep his damn mouth shut, you know what I'm saying?
That's right. And a lot of people, that's why they're pissed about him, because he won't shut up, because he's not an eloquent speaker, okay? But he is smart. But they're upset because if you look at all these kids interviewing, why should he be impeached? Well, everything he tweets on Twitter. Is that an impeachable offense? The last time I knew, free speech was allowed.
I'm sure glad you guys can't smell that, because I just farted.
Yeah, you know what he tweeted there when that one guy was up here a few days ago, this last week, I was testifying. You know, I mean, I thought that was kind of rude of him, but on the other hand, it was smart of him, you know, because she had nothing to go on. And then it turned it into a negative against the Democrats, because then it started they started talking about, oh, how did it make you feel? You know, it had nothing to do of any reality of anything that's going on. It was about how Trump's tweet made you feel. Well, and so maybe he's a genius in that aspect. Even though it made him look bad, all in all, it made the Democrats as a whole look worse.
When Kennedy got killed or executed, it was a week or two before his assassination. He come out and he said, a couple of weeks, I'm going to bring out something, and America's finally going to know. And it was against the Federal Reserve. And, you know, that was probably part of the big reason why he got assassinated, because they were going to get rid of the Federal Reserve.
Hey, any of those guys,
they've been stealing them.
Any of those guys that ever any of those people that ever spoke out about the government or anything like that are dead. They killed them.
Right.
You know.
Well, you see the guy that the federal judge that was in charge of getting all of Epstein's paperwork put out there, and the investigation into Epstein's hanging. He passed away day before yesterday.
Unexpectedly.
Unexpectedly, yeah. I mean, the guy was 80 years old, but that's another coincidence.
How old's Trump? Trump's got to be 80 years old.
No, he's 74.
I think he's 74. He just had a birthday, Flag Day. 74 or 72.
My dad's 88 years old. I'd vote for him.
Well, Obama called up Trump and said, "Hey, how do you sleep at night?" And Trump replied to him without even blinking an eye. He said, "I sleep naked with a supermodel. How about you?"
73 years old, Lucky Seven said.
Yeah, 73. Who was it? Somebody died, and there was a thing on Facebook, and it said there was somebody on the Supreme Court, Scalias, died. And there was a thing, a meme on Facebook, and it's Hillary Clinton asking Donald Trump to take Scalia's place. And Donald Trump says, "Sure, but I'll have to check with a funeral home first." Yeah, that was. I gotta go to the old boys' room. You guys go ahead and keep this thing going.
All right, man. Turn the disco lights on, man. Everybody get naked.
Now, here's a concept that I don't want to talk about, but I want people to think about this concept. Now I'm a firm believer in the right to work states, okay? But I'm also a firm believer in the principles of union, if you know where I'm coming from.
There we go.
So, how would you combine that?
With contracts.
But does everything have to be contracts? Because
contract. Because if with the right to work state, if it's not contract, then the companies can do pretty much as they please. You get what I'm saying?
As they should.
Yeah. Well, but the thing about it is that in order to keep a contract, see, the union, a lot of people don't understand this, but the union, not only is it for fair wages, but it's for fair working conditions, because these companies would run you ragged if they didn't have the safety that the unions help put out there. You get what I'm saying? They'd have you calling scaffolding without harnesses on or anything, because these companies don't care. They got insurance that covers all that. You know what I mean? A guy, he caught in the machine. He had a cheat key. All right, here's my hand. He had a key put in the machine, and he could run that machine while the door was open. And he got killed. It crushed his skull. Okay, and the company didn't have to pay anything out. The insurance paid it all out. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much money and everything, the insurance pays it all out. And the insurance and the company probably owns the insurance company. You get what I'm saying? It's all hand in hand. And if the union wasn't in there, we wouldn't have any of that.
Right. And I get that, but you know what? With today's laws, okay, with OSHA, I mean, we have OSHA here, and every state has it. With the laws that they had, they pretty much taken away the need for union protection.
But you know why OSHA's in there, Grizz?
It's because of the unions.
Because of the union. The union is when they started all that. The EPA, all that stuff, to keep the people that worked in these factories safe. Ford Motor Car Company, when I was growing up, they polluted the river right next to them. They poured everything right in that river. If it wasn't for the union, they would have never caught that.
Okay, but on the same token, OSHA, if we're looking at it this way, I can blame OSHA for all the danger that they've created on the jobs, by bringing in OSHA, because what is safe for one person is unsafe for another, vice versa. And the ridiculous laws that they have, you know, I mean, it's like the ridiculous laws that a union cannot get rid of. You know, you have to go through a freaking cyclops in order to get rid of a bad employee, like the state schools, the state teachers unions, and police departments and stuff. I mean, it's kind of a horrible nightmare to get rid of bad employees.
Well,
okay, and then with OSHA, what you have here is they're making laws that are totally ridiculous when they say that, okay, well, you can be on top of a wall as long as that wall is not higher than 10 feet tall. You don't have to have handrails. You don't have to have have a safety harness. You don't have to tie off or anything. You can be on a wall 10 feet high. But if it has a deck on it, then you have to be tied off or have a rail. But you can walk on a 3.5-inch wide wall. You can be up on top of that, walk around, and you won't get cited. But if you put a scaffolding on up 25 inches off the ground, you better have a safety rail or a lanyard to tie off with. You know, the reasoning behind their whole thought process, I don't get where they're coming from.
Well, you know, the thing about it is that I don't know outside of my plant, you know, what goes on because it's about scaffolding and stuff like that. But if you're in my plant, you'll have a safety harness on if you're 3 inches off the ground. That's just it. You're going to wear one, because if not, you're going to get thrown out. You know,
I could never be union.
Huh?
I could never be union.
I'm just saying though. You know, it's the law and stuff like that. So it's safety first. Now, as far as getting back to these worthless employees that come in drunk and punch each other out and all this other stuff, dude, that's a nightmare. Because you'll get a guy that comes to work every day and he's a good worker, hard worker, he's never late. And you get the other guy that comes in, it's late every day, he's drunk, he's sleeping on the job. He never gets in trouble. But that guy that works his butt off comes in one day late, they're ready to throw him out. I've had this when I was when I was a committee man. I'm like, you're ripping that paper up and you ain't throwing nobody out. You know what I'm saying? But the employers will go after the hard worker before they'll go after the lazy guy.
And I just don't get it. You know, I mean,
either do I. I really don't, and I've been in the union for 22 years.
I mean, I would rather not be protected for safety reasons as working on out there than deal with that. I would rather earn my job and know that I want to be able to keep my job by working for it than be protected because of what somebody deems to be a hazardous working conditions. Because a lot of to me, now I'm talking about the tie-off regulations. Now we're not talking about the sweatshops. I agree with the sweatshops. If you're working in sweatshops, they had to change working environments. You know, there's a lot of different stuff. But all in all, for the most part, on out there, what we deal with, what most people deem dangerous for them, and it is dangerous for them, I could do safely, no problem at all, and I did it my whole life that way. And Union and OSHA both would have had a fit if they had control over me.
Well, you know, the thing about it is, though, Grizz, is you're old school, man. I mean, you're old school. They don't make guys like you anymore. Most of these guys that get on these scaffolds and stuff anymore are a bunch of sissies.
No, we need to bring back old school.
Look,
Rubber hose.
They turned everybody into sissies.
My dad's 88 years old, and when he played football back in then, hey, guys today couldn't play football back then. You see, they got to have all this fancy equipment because they're scared to get hit. But back in the old days, buddy, those guys got ran over, kicked in the head, got their nose broke, and teeth kicked out, and everything else.
And they only had a leather helmet. They didn't have these hard plastic helmets.
My dad had a little leather cap. That was it.
Yeah, I got something. I brought it up on Facebook today. Somebody was complaining that corporate welfare, that we're giving corporate welfare tax-free money to corporations. They get tax refunds, and they're not paying any taxes. I said, well, what's the difference? If a corporation has got thousands of people working for them and they're putting money into the system and they're getting a refund that they're not paying taxes, What's the difference between that or 1 million or 2 million or 10 million people on welfare that's not putting any money into the system but taking from the system and then getting a refund on top of it?
Well, I'll tell you what.
I don't know. My head just went like this when you asked that.
Very valid point, but I'm going to add one more to it to make it completely fair, to see how the system does not work at all for the poor or the wealthy, you know, in any aspect of it. Let's give a tax refund to all the people that have earned that have worked for a living too. So if you pay $10,000, if you pay in the course of a year, pay $10,000 in income tax in the course of the year, the government should give you a $15,000 refund check to boost the economy. So if everybody got more than what they paid on in, the economy would boom, and that's what they're doing. Except for they're putting the burden all on the working class people.
The middle class person.
That's why the working class people are saying, "Hey, you know what? Screw those on welfare." You know, on everybody.
What I don't understand, okay, in Michigan we got a 6 cent or 7 cents?
6
tax. 6?
Yeah.
Okay, in Michigan there's a 6 cents tax on every dollar. And people say, well, you know, you guys do that sales tax. Well, let me tell you something. You walk into a store and you buy, I don't know, a newspaper for $2. Okay, and they charge you tax on it, so that's 12 cents. But you give them a $5 bill, they give you $3 back, or $2.84 or whatever you want, 88 cents. But they take them $2 that they just got and they give it to somebody else. They go spend it someplace else. That $1 creates about $10 worth of tax money in a month's time.
Oh yeah.
And where the hell are they coming? How come the states are so poor?
Just me. How are you doing this morning? She thinks it's funny to call them sissies. I didn't want to call them a bad word.
I got to put one more dig in. The reason why the states are so dang poor is because of all the state unions.
Yeah.
Well, and
another thing.
When these guys, when our elected officials get paid so much money, dude, these guys are taking $200,000 vacations, just the airplane alone flying them there. You know what I'm saying?
Not only that
is the worst part of this whole thing.
You know what I thought was funny is when Trump he suspended the travel for Nancy Pelosi and her crew that one time. Made a fly coach. That was funny.
But we're paying for all that. And these people Pelosi's got more money than, you know what I'm saying? And she can pay for her own, but no, we're paying for it.
Well, like Harry Truman said, if a politician becomes rich while in office, he's doing something crooked.
Yep.
Huh. Imagine that.
They're not supposed to be in there to become rich, though, dog. They're really not.
I understand that. They're trying to accuse Trump of bribery, okay? But every time a lobbyist gives a politician a payment or something, that's bribery right there because they're paying him to change their mind.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you something. The city people around here, they won't even accept a lunch. They won't even buy them a lunch. They're too scared.
Right.
Just me, I'm doing fantastic, hon.
What, honey?
Oh.
You just had to have them.
Grizzly's chickens out there talking to us.
So yeah, I don't quite understand. You know, it's a two-way street with a one-way traffic. You know,
it is.
They're accusing Trump of bribery right now because they know that, you know, they can't get him for a quid pro or whatever. So they're saying it's bribery. But yet every time they get a payment from a lobbyist, that is bribery right there, because there is no difference between, Gary, if I say here's $100 instead of you voting for this person, you vote for that person. That's $100. Hi. I think that was a lovely bride to walk by.
No, that was my daughter.
Oh, your daughter?
My wife, I got in the house, get to work. No.
That's right. Anyways, if you change you to change your mind, that's bribery. But in Washington, if a lobbyist comes up and says, "Hey, Senator, we need this done, and I know you're against it, but we're going to give you $275,000 to change your mind," that is called lobbying. There is no difference between bribery and lobbying, except for it's legal in Washington and it's not legal here.
Look, and Gene right here, I'm going to tell you something. You show me an honest politician, I'll show you a dead one. Because they're dead, they can't be dishonest anymore.
Well, if you guys will indulge me for a minute, I'll show you where they put honest politicians.
Okay.
Will you close the door behind me?
Don't call me honey again.
I didn't say honey. I said behind me.
Oh, I said honey.
And don't go behind me, but dog. Don't go there.
Dog, let me see the back of your ears. Make sure you ain't got no fingerprints back there from.
I got scratch marks. He didn't change his nails.
We got some rain last night.
Yeah, we got some frost.
Let's see here. I'm trying to get myself situated here.
I'm trying to get this thing opened up in a new link.
I'm terrible for doing it, ain't I? Just me. I'm sorry.
Good morning, just me. Sorry for ignoring you. I didn't notice you were in here.
He wasn't ignoring you. He's just petting his chicken.
No, I ain't left him out yet.
Gene, you always getting freezing rain or 10 foot of snow. That's normal.
Smoke another one, damn it.
I say the same thing.
No kidding. I need another one. Just a second. I got to go get my lighter.
Nope, it won't let me share it. Damn it. Hold on. Maybe I have to do it a different way.
Well, just me, the weather down there stays kind of nice, don't it?
What's that?
The weather stays down there where just me's at. It stays kind of nice, don't it? She don't have like winter like we do.
All right.
Actually, I haven't had one. I haven't smoked one yet this morning.
That's probably why you're happy.
Yeah, that's why I'm coughing, because I haven't smoked one.
Your lungs are going, feed me.
Wait a second.
Your lungs are going, feed me, Grizz. Feed me. Smoke.
All right, and see if I can share this now.
Kiss, you guys always have flurries down there, don't you?
See that right there?
Yeah.
That's where they put politicians. They dig a hole and then they screw them bastards into the ground because they're so crooked.
In other words, they can't lay flat.
No. See, that's what they just did. That was Elijah Cummings right there. That's where they were burying him. They just did Stabenow, the old man. They did him a couple of months ago, or a few months ago, 6 months ago, or whatever. I think, isn't that the one that was there? The one that was a politician in Michigan for like 50 years, but never did nothing.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, just me.
Was it 7 or was it 11? Hell, I don't know. One of them, maybe.
So you're just underneath Grizz then. If you're up in the north part.
Yeah, she's about 8 or 10 hours south of me.
Okay. That's a long drive, but then again, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's 6 hours to where I grew up at.
Oh, okay.
Where I'm at now, and then I don't know how far it is from there to Reading, where she's at.
Well, northern PA always gets hit. Southern PA, that's down by Virginia, ain't it? Or am I messed up?
Damn, I don't know. I ain't got. Wait a minute. Let me get my map out.
Jane, am I south of you or am I across from you?
Okay. Now, see, kids, right here is West Virginia. Then there's Virginia and Tennessee and North Carolina. And Pennsylvania is north of West Virginia.
Okay, that's what I thought. In other words, West Virginia is right underneath Pennsylvania.
See? Now, if we get on this side,
yeah, I'm west of you.
then we're Grizzly up here someplace. Right there. And Justine's right here.
Good morning, Carolyn. Look at Mama Rinda. Gotta have Mama Rinda. I've been farting all morning. I don't know what my wife's feeding me.
You're next to Jersey?
New Jersey. Jersey.
I'm back here. Well,
I heard that. Speaking of Jersey, I heard that. What was the governor there? That great big guy.
Oh,
you had to ask.
I heard he turned Democrat.
Yeah.
After he helped get President Trump elected.
What's his name?
I can't.
Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
Chris Christie.
Chris Christie, yeah. All right, everybody, it's 8:29. I got to get out of here. Mama Rinda, thank you for coming up and taking over while I had to go cook breakfast. Mr. Mock and the greatest YouTuber alive.
That's me.
Thank you for being up here. I appreciate it. Today's Tuesday. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
All right, Chris, thanks a lot, buddy. Have a good day.
If it doesn't snow, I'll be here at 6:30. If it snows, I'll be here at 7:30.
Bye-bye, y'all. I'm sure I'll see you at another one. Probably Chris is going to be next.
You all have a great day. God bless. Take care. Prayers and peace. Stay safe, stay warm, stay dry, stay cool if you have to, but stay yourself, and we will see you later. Thanks, everybody.
Peace out, y'all.